Good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your part of the world. This is King B News and Views. So, we're going to talk a little sports right now for a few minutes. So the New York Knicks lose a crucial game 7. They go down, they lose to the Indiana Pacers at home in New York at MSG, right? So their season is over. They gave it their all. Injuries, but injuries is part of the game. It's the playoffs. Most teams are dealing with injuries, but just for the Knicks, they have so many injuries. Major players like Mitch Robinson, Julius Randle, injuries. Even the team OG Anunoby coming back to play in this game 7. Um, he's still dealing with an injury. Jalen Brunson fracturing his hand, while playing in the game. They gave it the all. Josh Hart playing through while dealing with some abdominal issues. They gave it the all. They gave it their all. Yeah, there's some trolling going on. Tyrese Halliburton rocking the hoodie, the Reggie Miller giving a choke sign. I remember that game, by the way. I remember that game. I remember watching that game. Reggie Miller stealing the ball and hitting three after three after three, come back and win that game. They went on to lose, by the way. The next game, the Knicks beat them. But I feel like this. They gave it their all. They battled hard all year. You know. And just a little while ago, the Timberwolves beat the Denver Nuggets, which I knew was going to happen. And here's why. Get a little conspiracy theorist for a second. Now, I believe the Knicks were up 2-1. It was after they lost game 3, which they had the lead, by the way, late in that fourth. And they lost that game. So, watching TV, which I hardly do, the TV was on, and an NBA commercial came on. And in the commercial, it said NBA rivals. And in the commercial, they showed the Minnesota Timberwolves, then they showed the Dallas Mavericks, then they showed the Boston Celtics, and then the Indiana Pacers. You know, they showed the major players: the Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, and they showed the major players. And I remember watching that commercial, thinking to myself, like, hold on. Why are they just showing the Minnesota Timberwolves and Dallas and the Pacers and the Celtics? There's 8 teams still playing. Why are they showing just those 4 teams? And I remember thinking that and laying there and thinking to myself, and I said, okay, they just showed which 4 teams are going to be in the conference finals. It was at that moment I knew the Knicks was going to lose the series. At that point, the Knicks was up a game. I knew the Knicks was going to lose that series, and I knew which 4 teams was going to make it to the conference finals. Now, after I watched that commercial, mind you, again, the Knicks was still up a game. 2-1 at that point, but it's been known for years, and people who know the league. All sports is scripted. Now you got the the real diehard fans. They don't believe that. They don't believe it. But sports is scripted. The refs, the officials, in all sports, they determine who's going to do what. They're making calls, and they calling phantom fouls and so on and so forth, or they targeting certain players and whatever have you. And even you have even has some NBA players, some former NBA players that's not in the league no more, who pretty much um, all but said that yeah, it's scripted. They know, the players know. So, but again, um, when the Knicks lost, and I knew they was going to lose, when I watched that commercial after, and I said, you know what, the Knicks not going to make it. They're going to lose. Sure enough. So after the Knicks lost today, I said, well, I'm going to wait and see. Minnesota's going to win. They're going to beat Denver. I checked the score at halftime, and Denver had a large lead. I said, wow, okay. Um, you know, and then sure enough, Minnesota came back and won this game. And now you have the four teams who was in that commercial, right? Minnesota, Dallas, Pacers, Celtics. Just like the commercial said. Now, you probably have people that say, well, that's just a coincidence. But if you have 8 teams playing, fighting, battling it out, battling, why put out a commercial showing just 4 teams if you still have 8 playing? And the 4 teams shown in the commercial is the 4 teams that make it and go ahead and advance in the conference finals. Again, some would say it's a coincidence, but those who know and those who have been looking at this carefully through the years and doing the research knows. It's script, all sports, football, all scripted. Again, the diehards don't understand that. You know, you talk about people who argue, insult each other, even fight and beat each other to a pulp over a sport team or sports. It's crazy. But it would have been nice for the Knicks to win. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. It would have been nice. They would have gave that team a chance, my team, but hey, they didn't make it. We'll see what happens next year. But I can't say this. I've seen the Giants win 4 Super Bowls. I've watched the Mets win the World Series in '86. The Yankees win a handful of World Series titles, right? So, hey, doing pretty good in that regard. At least some teams and my New York teams went all the way and got it done. Maybe one day the Knicks will get it done. Who knows? They talk about this Knicks curse. People mention this Knicks curse. I don't know. Some people say it have to do with that when the Knicks drafted Ewing. They claim that the draft was rigged for the Knicks to win it and to draft Patrick Ewing. Who knows? But I do know this. They give the Knicks a hard way to go. And year after year, you see the schedule come out, and the Knicks usually have the toughest schedule at the beginning of the season. This kind of been like back to back, So again, I don't usually talk about sports. You're not going to hear me talking a lot of sports on this channel, but I just want to give my view on the games tonight, especially because the Knicks lost. But that's how it goes. But anyway, what's your thoughts? This is a little quick fun video on sports. What's your team? How far did your team make it? So shout your city out if you're watching this video. Shout your city out. Shout your team out. Put it down in the comments. This is King B. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. The rest of your day, wherever you are in your part of the world. For me, where I'm at, West Coast, it's nighttime. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. Love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Make sure you plan. Discuss your plans. We have very serious things happening right now in the world, right? Protect the babies and the children always. Remember, the children, our babies are under attack. Keep the little ones safe. Protect our women. Men must do a better job protecting our women. Shout out to all the natural women out there. Peace, everyone. Till next video. I'm out.